So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome. Today we are focusing on mobility and flexibility. A little bit of core will be in there as well. And let's begin. So first things first, sit as tall as you can. So you're going to sit kind of close to the edge of your chair. Be mindful of your posture. So really think about sitting as tall as you can, elongating your posture, your spine, right? You're trying to lift your body up, pulling in the core, right? Pulling in the stomach muscles, sitting as tall as you can. And just focus on that. Suck in the stomach, and you're already working on your core. So that's the challenge here, is pulling in the belly button and sitting as tall as you can and tightening up that stomach as you pull in the belly button. And we're just starting very, very basic, minding our posture. Now, as you sit tall, bring your shoulders back a little. So you're retracting and you're trying to, almost as if you're trying to stretch your chest by bringing your shoulders back. And if you need to bring your elbows back a little bit to help you do that, that's fine. And continue to sit tall and continue to suck in your stomach. And so just by pulling in the tummy, it should help you sit tall and bring the shoulders back. Or at least make it a little bit easier to sit tall and keep your shoulders back. So you're initiating your good posture through your core. So try to sit tall. Try to bring your shoulders back. If your arms are out in front of you and a little bit to the inside of your legs, you're not bringing your shoulders back. Right? If you're kind of slouching forward, trying to look at me, this isn't working. We got to sit tall, bring the elbows to your side, suck in the stomach, stretch the chest a little, pull in the tummy. Okay, now from there, get your arms out to the side. So you're still sitting tall. Right, and now let's begin to tilt to the side. One arm goes down while the other arm goes up. And then get nice and tall again. Go to the other side. Shift. As you bring one hand down, try to bring the other hand up. And you should feel a good stretch on the side of your body. Other side, same thing. Lean. Get a good stretch. Come back, sit tall, suck in the stomach again. Go to the other side. Get that good stretch. Reach up towards the ceiling. Sit tall, other side. Stretch, lean. Lean, lean, lean. Come back nice and tall. 2 more times on each side. Lean to the side, stretch. Come up, other side, lean. Come up, other side. 1 more time on each side. As you bring one arm down, the other arm goes up. Last one. Lean to the side. And get nice and tall. Relax the arms. Shake them out a little bit if you need to. Okay, from right here, we're going to work on our lower back just a little bit more. So if you have arm bars, you're going to use the arm bars of your chair. And if you don't, that's fine. You're grabbing the seat of your chair. So what we're going to do, 2 hands reaching on the same side at the same time. Grab either the arm bar or the seat of your chair, and then try to look behind you and twist. Move your body, rotate, twist your body. So you're pulling on the arms of your chair or the seat of your chair to help you turn and look over your shoulder. And then come back and face front. Now go to the other side with both hands. Grab either the arm bar of your chair or the seat of your chair and twist. If it's a little tough, come back to center. If it's a little tough to grab the seat of your chair, you can actually grab your leg, but you have to think about getting this leg really strong and stiff so it doesn't move too much on you. And then from there, you can push against that leg to help you twist. Do the same thing on the other side now. Rotate, twist, look over your shoulder. Other side. One more time on each side. Twist, turn. Come back to center. Last one. Twist, turn. And nice and easy come out of that. Let's work on our neck. So from right here, just drop your chin straight down towards your chest. And just let gravity and the weight of your head pull down. And bring the chin in. You're still trying to sit tall. So when the chin comes down, don't collapse inward and roll forward with your body. Sit as tall as you can, then drop the chin. Suck in the stomach, tighten it up through your core. Nice and easy, bring the head up. Now from here, tilt to the side. It's as if you're dropping your ear to one shoulder. Again, you're sitting tall. Lean your head to one side. Now don't lean your entire body, just your head. Bring the ear to one side. And then move slowly. Bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Come down. And you should be feeling a good stretch along the side of your neck. Come back down. Chin goes down. Again, sitting tall. Suck in the core. Bring the chin down. If you want a little extra stretch, you can have your hands behind your head and very gently push down on the back of your skull. You still have to sit tall, right? You still have to think about your core, suck in the stomach, and then apply pressure to the back of your head. Nice and easy, come out of that. All right, let's work on our hips a little bit. So you can actually back up all the way in your chair, sit against the backrest, and let's bring one leg up. So you're going to cross one leg on top of the other. For some of you, this might be a pretty big challenge. So depending on where you are, if you can't quite get here, then perhaps you bring the foot out a little bit, and then in essence, you're bringing down your knee so that you can actually get the leg to cross over. And then from there, you could start to bring the foot in and lift and elevate that knee to help you, or you're just staying low. And that's where you're at. If this is tough to get to, then you're crossing at the ankle, or you're just crossing at the knee this way. And that's where you're at. But the challenge is ultimately to get that heel, or the ankle, on top of that thigh, right near the knee. Bend the leg and push down on the inside part of that knee on that bent leg. And you're applying pressure on that knee. So you have options here. Again, you don't have to apply pressure with the knee. You can just doing this and having gravity and your leg weight sometimes can be enough, so it just depends. And if you want extra stretching and mobility, then you lean into it with your elbow and forearm, and you apply pressure down on the leg, the inside part of the leg. And so you're just working on mobility, and you should feel it on the hip of the same side on that leg that's up and bent. So for me, I'm working on my left leg, but I feel my left hip really loosening up a little bit. It's getting into the glute, the butt, which is normal. So this is a really good one to do for the hips. Hold it for about another 10 seconds. Nice and easy. Come out of that. Switch legs. So now we're going to go to the other side. Again, you're leaning all the way back against your chair, or you're sitting all the way back in the seat of your chair, and then your back is nice and flat against the backrest. Bring the leg up. We're on the other leg now. So for me, my right side's a little tighter, so I start a little slower on this side as I apply pressure. So you start to push down on the knee. If you want a little extra added pressure, again, you're pushing down on the inside part of that leg with your elbow and forearm. And you're really bending into it, putting pressure into the inside part of that leg. And since I'm on my right side, I'm feeling it on my right hip, which again is normal. We're loosening it up there. About another 10 seconds, apply a little extra pressure if you can, or just, if you're good where you are, then continue to stay there for about another 5 seconds now. And from there, nice and easy, come out of it, bring the leg down. Let's go to the other leg. And what we're going to do is now first, we're going to scooch close to the edge of the chair again. And with the other leg, extend it out in front of you, just straight out, straight leg. Be mindful, if you are close to a desk, you're going to bend forward. So back up a little bit. Don't hit your head on the desk in front of you. Move out of the way, back up. With two hands, you're going to slide those two hands down that outstretched leg and come down as far as you can. Now, when you're reaching with two hands, the mobility is a little bit reduced compared to the one arm generalized version of stretching. Usually here, people will reach with the same side arm, and it's a little easier to get to your toes or your ankle or the shoe in general. But when you have to reach with two, it makes it a little bit more challenging. So it really forces the hamstring to lengthen and stretch. So use two hands, slide them down the shin or the knee or wherever you are towards the ankle or heel. If you can get to the toes, great. If not, no big deal. Remember, the leg is straight and you're just reaching as far as you can. Now the other leg, I didn't say, is bent, but it is supportive, right? So you're supporting your body and your forward moving weight or forward leaning weight. You're supporting it with this leg. So make sure that front leg or that bent leg is strong and keeping you in place. Nice and easy, come out of that. Bend that leg. Straighten out the other leg now. Again, make sure you're in a good, comfortable position in the seat of your chair. Nice and easy. 2 hands. Sliding down and reaching for the ankle or shoe or shin. Maybe you're at the knee. It's all relative as long as you're feeling it in the back of your leg, the back of the hamstrings. Good reach, a good stretch. If you can go a little farther with your reaching, go for it. Give it a little bit more of a stretch. We've been holding it for a little bit now. You should be able to reach maybe just an inch or so, or maybe a little bit less, wherever you're at. You should be able to give it a little extra reach, a little extra length in the hamstring, a little extra stretch. In the beginning, it's really tough because we're stiff and tight, but you should have noticed an improvement in your reach as time progressed. Nice and easy. Come out of that. Be very, very careful. Okay, so now you're going to widen your stance, your feet. Bring the feet wide, bring the knees wide, and sit kind of close to the edge of your chair. But again, be careful and continue to be mindful of the desk in front of you. If you are close to a desk, we are going to bend forward again. Now we're going to reach for the floor. So one hand, I'm going to start with my right hand going down to the floor. My left hand is going to go up to the ceiling. Nice and easy. Let's switch hands. The other hand is down, other hand lifts up. And you're rotating, you're reaching. This is a tough move, right? And if you can't quite touch the floor, pretend you're reaching or touching the floor, but perhaps you're hovering above. And now you're just going up and reaching for the ceiling. If it's tough to reach with the arm straight, bend the arm and reach with your elbow. So you have options, okay? Now come down with that hand again. We're back to where we started, reaching with the other arm. So again, if you can't reach the floor, your hand is hovering. If you can't reach to the ceiling with your arm straight, you're bending the elbow. You're still getting that rotation through your hips and waist, and you're getting a little bit of a stretch in the arm inside of your body. Come back down with that hand that was up towards the ceiling. Reach with the other arm. So again, if you can't touch the floor, you're reaching as far to the, as close to the floor as you can get. And then the other hand is up towards the ceiling, or elbow is bent, but you're still trying to get that elbow to point straight up towards the ceiling. So again, you have options. Figure out where you're at. Switch sides. Let's do one more on each side. Again, this is a really tough move. Come down. Other arm. Last one. Nice and easy. Come out of that. Sit nice and tall. Back up a little bit in the seat of your chair. Let's stretch out our shoulders. So from here, this one can be a little tricky. People can get confused on this one. So we're going to start with one arm out straight, right out in front of you. From here, you're going to move that same arm across your chest and to the opposite side. So I'm on my left arm. I'm bringing it across my chest to the right side of my body. Now the free hand, it's just relaxing. I'm going to get that hand right on my elbow, and I am going to push my elbow closer into my body. And so what I'm doing is I'm bringing my arm in against my chest, and I'm using this hand that's on my elbow to push it in. And you should be feeling the stretch against your upper shoulder, or on your upper shoulder. So it's tricky, right? Your arm should be coming across your body, and you're pulling the elbow in. Okay, so relax that arm. So now the right arm, straight out in front. Extend your right arm, or whatever, the other arm. Go to the opposite side. Get your elbow, your hand on your elbow, and push that arm into your chest. And so you're trying to bring that arm, your upper arm, into the chest. And your arm should be pretty straight. Your arm shouldn't be bent. And you're just holding it there. Again, we're focusing on the shoulder. Nice and easy. We come down. Okay, so now the next one. Palm is facing up, so I'm on my left arm. Extend out the arm. Palm is facing up towards the ceiling. Bend at the elbow and touch your shoulder with your fingers. All right, so from here, arm is bent, fingers are touching my shoulder, but the elbow is pointing straight ahead. From here, start to bring your elbow up towards the ceiling, and you're bringing your arm, your bicep, right next to your ear. Now, if you have difficulty doing this, use your other free hand to push and assist. And you're pushing from the bottom, and you're trying to get your elbow to point straight up. And that arm remains bent, right? This hand that was touching your shoulder is going to slide a little bit behind the shoulder, and your elbow is going to point up, and that arm remains bent. Now, if this is pretty easy for you to do, you can transfer this free arm and pull on that elbow from up above, and then you start to bring that arm a little bit behind your head. So you have options. Now, from here, you're stretching, and you should be feeling it around the lats and the armpit rib cage area. So we're really getting a good shoulder stretch here. Nice and easy, bring that arm down. Let's go to the other side. So from right here, we bend at the elbow, hand touches your shoulder, right? So arm is bent, fingers are touching your shoulder. Start to point the elbow up towards the ceiling. As that becomes difficult, give your arm a little support and push up from the bottom. And if that is easy, then you pull on that elbow from up above. And you try to bring the arm behind your head. So you have options. You're either pushing from down below, and if this is very difficult for you, then this is where you remain. If this is easy, then you move on to here and you pull from up above. So again, giving you options depending on your mobility in the shoulders. Nice and easy. Come down, relax, shake out those arms. And that's it, guys and girls. We got a little bit of everything. We worked out our lower back. Continue to shake out the hands and arms. We got our hips, our hamstrings, our shoulders, a little bit of our arms and triceps. We got the neck in there. So, almost the whole body. Great job. All done. Good work. You should feel nice and stretched out. You should kind of feel a little sense of, a feeling of euphoria where you feel like something's just kind of energizing the body and creating this weird kind of feeling that it's almost relaxing is what it should feel like. You kind of just created a relaxing feeling in your body. You've lengthened your body, and it should just feel kind of good overall. So that's the goal. That was the end game, and congratulations, good job. We are all done. Bravo. Until next time, guys and girls, good work.